folks! As you can see, it's a bit of a different setup today. I'm just coming back from a holiday that I had earlier this week, and it was in the English countryside. It was absolutely beautiful, and it's very different from the sort of surroundings that I usually surround myself with. So I thought I'd tell you today some of the things that I've learned from my countryside holiday. The first thing I learned is that sheep don't necessarily stay in their own fields. The sheep just roamed around wherever they wanted to. They didn't really stay in a field. You could just be walking down the street and the sheep were walking down the street as well, and it was totally normal there. That was so weird to me, especially as usually I have to chase down nature whenever I'm on holiday. This time they literally just followed me everywhere. The second thing I learned is that pedestrian paths are a privilege, not a right. When I was in the countryside, we went to quite a few places where there wasn't a path at the side of the road for people to walk along, and that could be quite scary, walking along a main road with cars coming right at you. But I soon realised that the drivers knew that there were going to be people walking along the side of the road. They weren't necessarily trying to run us over, so I managed to keep all my limbs intact. Another thing that's a privilege and not a right is a local shop. We had to walk to the next village to go to the co-op and get our groceries in, and it wasn't really too far. It was quite a nice walk, but it did take some getting used to, especially coming from a place where supermarkets are open 24 hours. Staying in the Lake District made me realise how many times in the day that I check my phone when I don't really need to. When I got to the places we were staying at, I realised that I had no mobile signal, and at first that was quite scary, and then I realised this was just going to help me to enjoy my holiday. I was out of range of a phone signal for several days, and when my phone went back into range, I have no messages, no texts, I didn't miss anything urgent. So it's kind of reminded me that the world will keep on turning if I go on holiday and take a break. As somebody who's used to going to places with lots of shops and tourist attractions, it was so nice to go somewhere that was so simple and unspoiled and absolutely beautiful. I spent a lot of time during my week going on walks and just enjoying the scenery, the weather. It was an absolutely beautiful place to visit. Now, I'm sorry I didn't vlog very much of it. I did take some clips and things that have been dotted throughout this video, but I felt in the spirit of no technology that it would be easier just to sit back and enjoy it for what it was. So I hope you enjoyed this video, I hope you enjoyed this recap, and I hope it makes you think differently about the countryside if you think it's a boring place, because it was absolutely a wonderful holiday. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. There's other video suggestions around the screen here, and thank you for watching. Cheerio!